Today I would be talking about the character of Candida. We would be discussing the character of Candida in the famous play of George Bernard Shaw by the very name Candida. Candida is a middle-aged woman. She is a housewife and mother of two children and wife of James Morrell, who is a clergyman, and there is another man who needs to be introduced to you because he also plays a major role in the life of Candida and in this play itself. And this man is Eugenie Marchbanks. He is a young poet and he falls in love with Candida and is a suitor of Candida, and he is a great admirer of Candida. And this play revolves around these three major characters: James Morrell, the husband of Candida; Eugenie Marchbanks, the suitor of Candida, who is a great admirer of hers; and Candida herself. Now, as the play or as the plot suggests, it is a triangle. Candida has her husband on her one side and her admirer Eugenie Marchbanks on her other side. She is a much married woman of 35 years, and she is a mother of two children, and she is looking after James Morrell, who is very much dependent upon her, and her whole family revolves around her, and they are completely dependent upon Candida for all other domestic duties, for love, for care, for support, for everything. So there is a shift or in the routine which is being followed in the life of Candida, which is being followed at the home of James Morrell, where Candida would be always there. But suddenly a person enters into her life, and he is Eugenie Marchbanks, and he's a poet, and he has started admiring Candida like anything. And now Candida is at a juncture where she has somewhere to make a choice between her husband and her lover. Now, as we know how George Bernard Shaw was, or what type of plays he wrote, or he always considered that every writer or every dramatist has a social duty. Every piece of writing has a message to be carried, and every writing should be dedicated to reforming the society or reforming the individuals. So, as a Shavian approach, we say that George Bernard Shaw had put up a problem, that if such a problem arises, what a woman would do, or what a woman would exactly want. When we talk of feminism, which was very popular at that time, any feminist could have said that Candida would have found more love with Eugenie Marchbanks, and she should have followed her heart, and she should have moved on with him, because James Morrell, who was a clergyman, was a bore of a fellow, and whereas Eugenie Marchbanks allowed her an entry into a world which was full of passion, and which was full of love, and which was full of imagination. So Candida being a very charming woman, and it is somewhere written she is well nourished, well fed. So it is suggestive of somewhere that she was maybe she appeared voluptuous to Eugenie Marchbanks, and who could not avoid Candida's charm, or who could not come out of or come free of Candida's charm. And there is an auction scene in the end of the play where Candida has to make a choice between her husband and her young lover Eugenie Marchbanks, the poet, and she chooses the weaker of the two, and the weaker of the two is James Morrell, who is older, who is less attractive, who is less romantic, and who is more dependent upon Candida. Somewhere people think that this choice of Candida, or the option which Candida made was unnatural. It was completely Shavian, because George Bernard Shaw wanted it this way. George Bernard Shaw wanted that Candida should make a conventional choice, and the family integrity, the solidarity of the family, the solidarity of the society, or the social organization, or the family as a basic institute of any social organization should stand thick. So it was a choice made by George Bernard Shaw, not by Candida. It is felt by many of the critics, but somewhere we feel that Candida also made this choice deliberately. Though she is very charming, she is very individualistic, and she is very self dependent also. Nowhere we find that she is dependent upon James Morrell. In fact, James Morrell, for his emotional needs, for his domestic needs, is very much dependent upon Candida, but nowhere we find that Candida is dependent upon James Morrell. But she makes a choice, whereas makes a choice, and which is very conventional. The meaning of her name Candida, which we think the name Candida was deliberately given by George Bernard Shaw. This candid means openness, frankness, and she is open and frank, but still she made a very conventional or very restricted decision. But can we say that such a decision was abnormally made by Candida, or it was made normally? Because she somewhere she also feels that she has 2 children, she has a husband, and the dream world which Eugenie Marchbanks had proposed for her was a dream, was not a reality. So somewhere Candida is also very much footed into reality. She knows that in order to get a security, or in order to get a respect, or in order to have a love which lasts for life, one needs a family, and James Morrell or her children would give her that security. And when she makes that decision, we think that Candida is not all that fool, or Candida is not all that an imaginary, or is not living in an imaginary world, that she would take such a decision. So somewhere when she makes such a decision, we think it is her decision. We should think it is her decision. It is not the decision of the author, George Bernard Shaw. It is Candida's own decision. And since George Bernard Shaw always presented some problem plays, and he always had a realistic approach, and he tried to find a solution to these problem plays through Candida's decision in the auction scene. Somewhere George Bernard Shaw always also has presented a solution to this domestic problem, that a woman may want something more than a domestic security. She may want romance, she may want love, or she may want some passion or imagination in her relationship, or she may want a suitor who would always appreciate her beauty, and not a husband who would take her beauty as something for granted. But when Candida takes a decision which is as conventional as any other woman, or any other Victorian woman, or which are the ideals which a Victorian woman would follow, Candida also follows all these ideals and takes a decision, which means in a way Candida is more realistic, or a woman who has emotions as well as intellect balanced in her personality. And the decision of the Candida in any way is her own decision. So we can say that Candida had a mind of her own, and as one of the characters, other lady characters in the places, Candida here and a Candida there, and Candida everywhere. So we know that whatever decision she would take, she would use her brains, she would use her heart, and this decision would be a balanced decision. And this decision itself has somewhere made her an individual character, not not as a puppet in the hands of George Bernard Shaw, who has made the character or who has crafted the character like this. No, I would say it is her own individuality. It is the uniqueness of the character who has made her take this decision. Thank you.